battle around back and forth. It just allows Bobby Terry to pull away that much faster as they battle for the 4th, 5th, and 6th spots.
Hey, my name is Mike Wood. I'm from Lebanon, Tennessee, and I race here at the Fairgrounds Speedway in Nashville in the dwarf car division. I've been racing this car since I was 13 years old. I remember the first time I raced this track in 2008, and it was just such an honor to go under the tunnel here at the Fairgrounds Speedway that Dale Earnhardt and Dale Waltrip ran through. And to this day, every time I go through that tunnel, I think of them and their legacy here.
Gentlemen, let's start those engines and get this thing going.
If this track closes, as of right now, the Fairgrounds Speedway is one of only 2 tracks that we race at. So if we were to close this track, it would limit us to 1 track to race at this year. And honestly, as much memories as this place has, it would not be fair to the fans or the racers to close this place.
Late models, you are now. Late models, you should be. We need you lined up. Started out covering for a radio station when I was 17 years old. From there, I started doing PA work. I went on to do help the PR department, became the PR director, spent a couple of years running the place, and since then have been in and out of it, from working for the track administratively to radio networks to PA work, TV stuff, and everywhere in between. Who's raced here? Who hasn't raced here might be a better question. You know, everybody knows about Bobby Hamilton, Darrell Waltrip, Fluky Buford, Cuckoo Marlin, Sterling, Fireball Roberts, Buddy Baker, Richard Petty won here 7 times, or more maybe. You know, all of those, but when you go back, boy, so it really would be easier to say who didn't race here.
I'll tell you what would happen if the whole property was to go away. The city has owned this property outright since before 1904. Last year it had 365 events on this property, brought in $60 million of economic impact. What that means to the average citizen here in Davidson County is $6 million. We don't have to tax them to cover our police officers, firefighters, and school teachers. The city has owned this property outright since before 1904, and it has been successful for over 90 of the 107 years without a single tax dollar. And it would be a shame to lose this because of its heritage. And I think we ought to promote it, we ought to improve it, and we ought to celebrate this as part of the history and the culture and the heritage of this city. It has made us who we are as a city, and it should be a proud thing for us to celebrate for now, and for our children, and for our children's children.